Welcome back to Yesterday Today, the most informative two-ish minutes in American politics. November 8th of 2025 marked the federal government's 39th day of ineptitude, matching the duration of the Austro-Prussian War, otherwise known as the 7 Weeks' War, that transpired from June 14th to July 22nd of 1866. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who identifies as Hakeem, reiterated the willingness of congressional Democrats to approve the Republican-authored funding bill in exchange for nothing more than a single-year extension of Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act premium tax credits, calling the deal a very reasonable, good-faith proposal that reopens the government and addresses an important part of the Republican health care crisis. House Republicans reiterated their refusal to consider any sort of compromise at all, reinforcing their sole ownership of the shutdown and underscoring the inescapable corner they've backed themselves into. After having been ordered by a federal judge in Rhode Island to deliver full supplemental nutrition assistance program benefits to 42 million Americans, including more than 16 million children, almost 8 million elders, and more than 1.4 million military members and veterans, Trump appealed to the Supreme Court to block the ruling so that his historically incompetent administration could continue to commit political terrorism by threatening economic violence against American citizens as leverage against its congressional opposition. And James Dewey Watson, one of the men credited with the discovery of the helical structure of DNA, died on Long Island, New York at the age of 97. Watson was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1962, along with Francis Crick and Maurice Wilkins, for their discoveries concerning the molecular structure of nucleic acids and its significance in information transfer in living material, which had been discerned from DNA X-ray diffraction data, specifically an image known as Photo 51, that Watson and Crick had taken from English chemist and crystallographer Rosalind Franklin without her knowledge or consent before she had been able to publish it, and would show that their previous models had been structurally inaccurate. Watson published his version of events in his 1968 memoir, The Double Helix, a book described as being disagreeably sexist toward and dismissive of Franklin, who had died 10 years before Watson published the book, one day before she was scheduled to present the structure of the tobacco mosaic virus at an international fair in Brussels. Her work on that project was adopted by Aaron Klug, who went on to win the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for it in 1982. And that was Yesterday Today. Tune into our next installment where we'll summarize the headlines of today tomorrow.